here at the Rip Curl WSL Finals. This is the final match of 2021. Carissa Moore taking on Tatiana Weston-Webb. It's one apiece in the best out of 3 series, and this is the decider. 35-minute final scored on their top 2, and the winner is the world champion of 2021. We just had Gabriel Medina clinch a 3rd world title, and now he is the most successful goofy footer of all time, passing Tom Carroll and Damian Hartman, who are 2-time world champions. As we focus on this one, Joe Turpel with Mick Fann and Kelly Slater for the call. Carissa, world number 1. Tati, world number 2. One apiece. Where do we begin? Tati up and out.
Just on a closeout.
And it's just great to see somebody put in all that work and effort and desire in their life and have success. And I'm really, really happy for him, you know.
Rolling in now with Carissa Moore. Start, snaps it. Well overhead section. Big, lively rock and roll float. Tail drops first, but she can't control it.
He's got this like blacked out gym.
It's
no,
true,
I don't go.
Huh? Well, what about this fall here? Carissa had an opportunity to really get a big lead quick.
Oh, she almost clicked that. You see the tail dropped out a little bit. Didn't let her pivot.
It's a matter of who deals with the pressure now. I'm so excited for this heat.
Oh.
As we see the roll in for Weston-Webb. Gets to her feet in the flats. And we'll see how this right lines up for her.
Oh, it's really mushed out on her. Hopefully it builds back up. I'm looking back behind me. It's going to give her a section or 2 and then probably close out. So she might be able to just light something up big right here, and it just chased out in front of her.
But how much she's already accomplished in her life. And now to finish off here at Lowers, one of her favorite waves. We'll see how this one works out in the title decider with Carissa versus Tati. Wrapping turn on the glassy open face. Nice flowing finishing move, and stays on her feet. Her best so far with 27:20 to go.
Trying to get a lead and build from there is where Carissa's strongest.
And this longer rail line does look like she did that. She's riding that sort of, well, it looks like a step up to me. And then just clean surfing. It's too bad for her. The wave didn't let her do 2 or 3 more.
Still a really active lineup. Tatiana Weston-Webb on the wave behind her.
Oh.
Some ribs on that wave.
Big mistake by the ski right there. Huge mistake. I don't know what to say about that. He should have waited till that set was done. And that excellent score range. And you can see the ski went right across her line. And I think right there he's just going, oh, what did I do? And I'm sure he felt bad about that. But he's just trying to help out Carissa at the same time. But the wave went foamy, and there wasn't a lot of points in that wave, I think.
Yeah, look, as I said, it was a good settler for Carissa. She's in the lead now. That's where she likes to be. On this wave, I think we're going to see her. I don't want to curse her or anything, but I think you'll see her let it go just that little bit more.
Carissa starting with a nice setup snap. That wall really stretched out on her.
See that edge right there, and it's steepening up, and this is a much better wave than the one she had prior. Yeah, she maybe didn't let loose on that last turn as much as she could have, but she's got 2 solid scores in the count now, and yeah, the heat is now in her hands, so she's going to be sort of dominating that energy of the heat. She can be a little more patient.
She spent so much time on this wave, and she's got it worked out. Mick, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, that first carve was sort of like a driving carve. This next turn, this is where I was talking about loosening up a bit. She's done that hammer so many times over and over again. In the warm-up to today, I've seen her do it over and over again, and it's such a big scorer. As
we take another angle, Strider's angle of this wave, you got to see the form of Carissa and also that layback finish. It was great to see just a little bit of a settling move there for Carissa. Nice, consistent layback maneuver, and then crushing the end section right after this. Well, we're not going to break yet.
No way. Why would you? Look at this wave.
This wave, this perfect, is rolling.
It could be a really good one. It's got a nice wall. It's a big one. See how bumpy it is? A little bit bumpy, a little bit even awake in that one. She almost lost the rail there, but it's steepening up in here, and it's got a nice taper to it. Nice speed. She can get real vertical right here.
Wow.
Boom, throws the tail out, and she can get herself back in this heat, completing this ride. That was really nice.
She's right back in there now.
Right back in there.
It's game on for the next 20 minutes.
So huge and important for the timing of Tatiana Weston-Webb. That backhand won her U.S. titles here at Lowers when she was a Grom. But Tati said she knows how to get under Carissa's skin. Nice little rhythm on this wave, Mick.
Yeah, she has really good rhythm on her backhand. It's there's no downtime. She just sets her rail and drives straight up into it. I love it when the section's square like that for her. She can release the tail, and she's not scared to hit it. That last turn was a banger.
That's her point of difference, that backhand vertical attack. The other thing is, look at how bumpy this wave, and I was going to say the same thing about Carissa's. They both did really well to handle the chop. These first waves of these sets have so much chatter. Even if there wasn't a jet ski out there, just that light bit of 5-8 mile an hour wind onshore, and it just puts an unclean face. So you're waiting for it to kind of slow down so you can go straight up and maybe hit the lip. She did well to get a lot of different turns here, a lot of varieties. She got a lot more work done.
Riss
Here we go.
off the bottom and decides not to commit to that last right. Already with a 15-point total, 7 and 8 back-to-back. And Weston-Webb should be free of that combination.
It'll be super interesting to see if she scoots on that side of the peak.
Now making a move. Priority is with the 4-time reigning world champion, Carissa Moore. Setup work to start, just feeling her way down this right. Plenty of room to move here. There's that big frontside swoop.
Oh, it's just so clean. Her flow for these waves, like the power, then the release when she wants it. You saw it right there, and you see she knows she's just on such a good wave. She's going to get all the way to the end of this thing and hammer it at the end too. But such clean surfing out of Carissa, and we've become accustomed to it, but it almost disguises her power at times because she is so powerful. Sometimes she lays in that rail, and when she really pushes, it's just such perfect surfing.
That's incredible. The Olympics was huge, but we'll go back to this wave, and that first turn she was trying to just get down the line a little bit here. Here she really rips in. That's the Carissa Moore we know. And then again she tries to give it some. On this next turn she tries to drift the fins a little bit there, just to show a little point of difference, so she's not being so repetitive. And to get around, she almost falls right here, almost gets ankle tap, but got around. And she tries to reset there, but unfortunately fell at the end. But this turn, look at the cup on that wave. She timed that really nicely. She didn't go too high. You see one fin come out the back that sort of releases the spray a little bit. But yeah, she has one of the nicest cubs in the world.
To meet up here in a one-day showdown to crown our world champions. Gabriel Medina is a 3-time champ. Will it be Tati or Carissa Moore? Weston-Webb having to step off there. That wave had a lot of power and size, no room for turns, so she still needs an 8.58 as she'll waste her priority there.
And for anyone, you don't know what can come after you get rid of that. It just blows the roof off it. And let's see how she goes at this one.
Tatiana
really
snap through that white water. Not much on offer again, but I feel like that was fair. Under the watch of Carissa, might as well sneak into that wave.
Because is Tati in a spot where she can take advantage of that same wave. It looks like a nice corner. There seems to be a good wedge on it, a clean face, and I expect her to just really open up with some nice carves. And look at this. Boom. A lot of speed out of that. Now here comes some money turns here. Oh, a little late, and it just ran ahead of her a little bit, but man, that could have been a giant score for her.
She probably rode into this, it was like, I've just got to convert this and it's mine. But she maybe went a little bit soft. She didn't go 100% like she should have. And that see her nose just caught. In those situations, if you go 50%, most of the time you fall, where if you go 100%, it's like, I'm just going to go through it. So,
or if you're in the, if you're totally in that moment, you're not thinking those.
But he's trying to count this clock down. 2:20 to decide a world title.
Here we go. And I want to throw a shout out to Liz Fanning. We miss you.
She'll love it.
We love you.
Rolling in here, we've got Tatiana Weston-Webb. Deep off the bottom.
Wow.
Great connection there. Needs an 8.58 for the lead.
Man.
Clean carve, a bit of a slide. She'll have to go around the next section. Now lighting up the finish. She can't hang on.
Wow.
The section was there for Tati, and just misread that finish with 1:40 to go.
What Medina talked about, dreams and how they're there, and you don't know if they seem impossible. Hit this last section because the 8.5 was there for her and she knew it, but the 10 could have been there for her. Right here, this section right here.
Those first two turns were magical.
Awesome, right there. See, I thought she was going to climb that, and then let's see what you say here, Mick.
See how her knees didn't bend to take the shock under the on the
like she didn't
whitewash.
get under it and push it.
Yeah.
Carissa Moore will close out the clock with an 8.6 and an 8.0. It went to 3, and now it is officially decided. Carissa Moore, your 2021 world champion, now a 5-time world champ on one day here at Lower Trestles.